Hi, I'm Bruce Jugan from Benefits Cafe. And with this video, I'd like to describe some things you might want to keep in mind when you are trying to figure out which plans to select for your employees. This is a kind of a general overview, and then we'll get more specific into actually selecting some plans that may meet the needs of your employees. But if you're just considering health insurance for the first time for your company, you might want to consider a few of these ideas. One, no law requires that you offer coverage. There's a penalty if you have more than 50 what are called full-time equivalents. You have to pay a tax penalty. But if you have fewer than that, there's no requirement. Even if you have more than that, you could pay the penalty and not offer health insurance. So there's no obligation for you to offer coverage. The reality is that all the employees see it as a form of compensation. If they're getting benefits from you, they don't have to go out and buy it on their own. California's a state that has a tax penalty up to 2.5% of your income if you don't have health insurance for yourself and your family. And so the employees, your employees are considering about that, and they're getting their own coverage if they're not getting it from your company. So if you give them coverage, there is going to be less incentive for them to get wages because they recognize that they're getting benefits from you and they can have a lower wage because they're not having to pay for it out of their own pocket. There's some really good, when they even contribute with the cost, doing it through the employer, there's some good tax advantages that way as well. Understand why you're offering the benefits. I mean, do you want to attract and retain good employees? It's a great tool to help recruit new people and to keep them from leaving to competitors. If that's something you've experienced where some people have gone to another competitor because they offer health insurance, you understand in real world what the value of having health insurance plans are. You also recognize that you can save on payroll taxes. You don't have to pay FICA when you pay for health insurance for your employees. It doesn't apply to FICA. It doesn't apply to your payroll, which is what generates the premium for your workers' compensation. So it's a form of compensation that's extremely tax favored because you don't have to pay FICA and workers' comp. The employees also don't have to pay their FICA or state or federal income taxes on health insurance through the company. And that's why companies offer coverage. They don't have to do it, but they're doing it because it's very highly tax favored. And then recognize that everybody wants to spend as little as possible and get the best benefits as possible. But not all your employees have the same needs and desires, and so understanding where your employees are coming from is really helpful for you to try and figure out the kind of plans that are going to work well for your employees. Some employees may have chronic illnesses, and so making sure that their diabetes testing strips and their insulin is all covered is a very important sort of thing. And they may have some other chronic illness, so a very comprehensive plan would be important. Others maybe we call young invincibles. They say they're never going to get sick. Of course, they may go break their leg snowboarding or something, but if they never get sick, then you can probably offer them catastrophic coverage and they'd be just happy with that. Those young invincibles may want to have a better dental plan, it turns out, because they're trying to attract mates, and so having really good teeth is a really important sort of thing. So that may be where you want to offer a good dental plan, if that's your employee population. So it's really dependent on your employees. Some want to start a family, and so making sure that you have coverage that pays well if you have a baby is an important thing. And then others want to make sure they don't lose their current doctor in their hospitals. And you can do that. You can offer a variety of different plans. You want to match your employees' expectations with your budget. That means it's not the same for all companies. If you have a very high labor-intensive business like a restaurant, we have a lot of people and they're not really high wages, you're not going to have enough surplus money to offer really comprehensive benefits. Also, those employees don't really have an opportunity to go to another employer that has benefits. So you're really going to look at more catastrophic coverage in that situation. Contrast that with the law firm where people are really highly paid, they're really highly skilled, they have opportunities to go and work for places that have really good benefits. You're going to have to try and match that for those employees because they have that opportunity. So you probably have much more comprehensive coverage and better benefits for them. And then just finally, there are about 500 different plans from all the different insurance companies. We'll talk about how to maybe narrow that down. But just know that you may want to offer a couple different plans that can meet the needs of your specific employees, but understanding what they need and matching their budget's an important thing. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you. My name is Bruce Jugan. Thanks.